It's week 1 of the 2028 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jags and the Vikings. And it's coming up next.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands. Getting ready for that moment, the first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here's McCarthy. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. Now ETN to start the drive.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Now Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Completes this to Addison out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up the 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Looking to throw McCarthy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is McCarthy. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action. Now McCarthy. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McCarthy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Lawrence will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brenton Strange, 38 yards. And the Jags have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is caught. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here now, 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there. They weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
11. Take right. 30 left.
Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. Already his second second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To the air with McCarthy. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to... Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
On play action, Lawrence. That one down the field for Strange. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. And they'll run with Etienne. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
As large as the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd down and 3. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guy's stopping them.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. In motion, the tight end. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now inside the 25. Justin Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 63 yards. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 30. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
That's good. For Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Trayvon Walker in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Throwing is McCarthy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A short throw there to Strange. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That one down the field for Strange. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the passing numbers are just dizzying at this point. That last completion is going to put him over 600 yards now for the game as he just continues to do whatever he wants when he drops back to pass. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bailey. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run with Hall. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our early window